got one stop and then we're on our way midway.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Alright, cell phone charger's back there if you need one.
Thank you.
Hopefully you two are off to someplace warm.
No, we're just going home to Pittsburgh.
Hey, Pittsburgh. Okay, so I'm guessing Pittsburgh's not warmer than here.
It is slightly warmer.
Okay, hey, you're winning then.
Yeah,
That's it.
we'll take the 4
With 1
degrees.
extra degree. Yeah.
Just coming to visit friends and family over here?
Yeah, family. It was my cousin, her 50th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's very nice.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, 50's a big one.
It is, you know. It should be marked.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What'd you do for the birthday?
She threw herself a grand party that was like 1975 themed.
Okay, so disco.
Yeah, right? Yeah, there was a disco ball.
Oh, because that's when she was born, was 75.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh,
Yeah. Everybody dressed up in
sure.
silly costumes.
Okay, so did you bring bell bottoms and get down with it? Is there like an afro under that?
That there was, yeah. I brought more like a Bee Gees style
Love it.
wig. Yeah. Which actually I don't know where that wig is.
Oh, you must have left it at Liz's.
Maybe it's at Liz's, yeah. Oh no, you know where it is? It's in
Their car?
I think it's in their car.
Oh, well.
It's alright, well, now my aunt has a nice new wig.
That's good. Hopefully she puts.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll look good on her too.
Yeah.
How long is the flight to Pittsburgh? It's like an hour, right?
Super simple, yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I drove to New York from here, and it's like 14 hours, and we drove through Pittsburgh and Philly and all that area. So
Oh, you did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
drive through. Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, it's not too bad. So it's a short flight.
Yeah.
You're back by Monday, ready for work, right?
Yeah,
with some
Yeah.
holidays,
exactly.
that's right.
But it sounds like you grew up in the Chicago area.
Actually, I grew up in California.
Oh.
Born and raised. I've been out here 6 years.
Oh.
I tell people I'm not acclimated. I
What
just
is
have
this?
snow-induced PTSD.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, all right, they figured it out.
Okay.
They know how to drive now. So.
Yeah, good for them.
But yeah, so grew up out there. I moved here in 2018. If you remember, that's a polar vortex.
Oh, wow. So you really did
Yeah.
come at a time.
And that was the first time I ever saw snow in my entire life.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
So you really got,
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, so now I just see it and I just shut down. I have flashbacks.
yeah,
and I
baptism of fire,
Some
really.
drama. Yeah. Where in California?
Wine country. So
Okay.
I grew up in wine country, and then I moved to LA because wine country was too cold for me. Funny enough, right? So I was like, yeah, I need more heat. I'm gonna go to Los Angeles, and that was great. And then I moved here for a bit. We'll see. I've got my daughter's gonna be as soon as she turns 18. I'm back in California.
Got it. Yeah. I thought that there might be a daughter in the picture with all those wonderful unicorns in the back.
Yeah.
You called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, though actually my wife has those now. It's funny because I remarried recently, and my wife is like all of 5 feet tall. So her and my daughter share clothing and pillows.
Oh, that's funny.
And they just love cutesy stuff. So
Yeah.
it's one or the other at this point.
That's great.
Are we picking someone else up? Or?
No, I'm just grabbing. I forgot my phone at there.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to hide the speed bumps over here, so
Yeah.
I'm just casual pace over here. I don't want us flying.
That's great.
Is this your first time in Chicago?
No, I've been lucky to come to Chicago since I was a small boy.
Ah, okay.
So this family's been out here for a while, but my aunt's side of the family is originally from the Pittsburgh area, so
Yeah.
I still live in the where we have roots.
Sure, makes sense. Let's see.
Yeah, so it's right this blue house on the left, and I'll just pop out and grab the phone.
Sure.
Okay. Tell them goodbye.
I will. Thanks.
How old is your daughter now?
She is 11.
Oh, okay.
All right,
So
now that
you're
he's
the-
gone, if you want to leave him here, we can
Oh,
go.
right. Yeah, let's hit it.
Yeah,
Nah,
she's
he's a
11.
good one. We'll
That's
keep
good.
him.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, that's great. Is she in school here?
She is.
Yeah.
Her mom lives out in the suburbs,
Okay.
so she goes to school out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes it. It's a really good school system. It's not like
Cool.
Chicago public schools.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. can be a rough thing to navigate.
Exactly.
I've heard.
Are you two planning on any or?
No, we don't have kids, and it's maybe. Yeah, but Pittsburgh also has a similar sort of crappy school system publicly, so it's just hearing some of my friends talk about navigating it. It sounds like a bit of a headache.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's nice that your daughter likes her spot. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because everybody says their kid is really smart. So my daughter, when she was 10, they had her taking entrance exams for like the next school year, and she got up to 7th grade math.
Oh, nice.
And they had her take the test 3 times because she did so well. They're like, "There's no way we haven't taught you any of this stuff."
Hey, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so she really is very smart. So she's bored out of her mind because the school doesn't have anything for her.
Sure.
Yeah, that's.
So it's one of those. It's
Okay.
like, okay, we'll see. But she likes it. She's social. She enjoys the time there. But
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe there's some accelerated tests that she could get a cool opportunity down the road.
So potentially, as far as I know, and this I don't know. I think for one, we're like America has this whole idea with education, the educational system that we have, which is like at the bottom for all other countries that are at our economic level of the world. So obviously we're not doing great. But I've also never heard of anybody who went to the wrong elementary school and had their life ruined.
Right. Yeah.
Right. For me, I don't think elementary school matters.
Yeah, maybe more of the high school level.
Maybe more the high school level.
Yeah.
And even then, it's only just what trauma are you going to be dealing with in your 20s is what high school determines. And then, right? And then when you're 30, you're just going to be your own person anyways. Most people hit 30s and change the career path that they were doing. They figure things out for themselves and then create the life that they wanted and intended to, because kids don't really know any of that stuff. So I think this educational system we have is more of a holding place and a socialization thing for kids anyways. So I just don't place a lot of weight on elementary school in that sense of what are the test scores? How good are the kids doing? Because all those high performing kids generally burn out before college or during. So it's what's the relevance then at that point?
Yeah.
And the other thing, and this might
It's not easy being a parent.
It's not easy being a parent, but it's also super duper easy. And this is 2 things. I was talking to a marriage and family therapist. I talked to a lot of cool people in the car, and they were like, "Listen, most people mess up their kids because they think their kids are a representation of them as people. But it turns out most kids come out with factory settings. They're already the person they're going to be.
Nature versus nurture, right?
Yeah, and it's okay, sure, as long as you don't traumatize them horrifically, they're going to come out as people. That's what it is. Turns out, for the last, million years of human existence, we've gone through some pretty heinous stuff, and we're here. So it's not going to be that bad. It's way harder to mess a person up than rest assured.
Yep. Thank goodness.
You can try though. Some people say that's part of the fun of being a parent.
I mean, just at least to make them really enjoy puns.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you can throw some weird stuff out there.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool. My daughter, she's a little bit of a nihilist, and she gets that from me. But I didn't realize until what was it? She was 6, and she's she's like, "Daddy, everybody asks me what I want to do with my life," and she's like, "I didn't choose to be born. Why do I have to do anything? Why do I have to work?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And my friend was like, "Holy crap!
Wow,
she's your
yeah.
kid. She is
clearly
so your kid."
Yeah, that's funny.
So I was like, "Okay, cool. It's just whatever. They just come out. Just do whoever they are. We've made it. We're here. We've got 1 million years of society.
We're gonna plug along.
Yeah, it's so insignificant when you really look at it.
Right.
And elementary school as a system is been around for 110 years. It's not. It'll be all that
No.
Do you remember your elementary school, John?
I do. I think I was pretty lucky that it turned out to be a pretty nice time.
All right.
Yeah, because that's kids. Like, you can talk to kids who, like, have really terrible upbringings at home, and they're still like, things were good. It was fun. I had fun. Because, like, you wash over that, and you take the highlights from it, and it ends up being just this tiny little sliver.
Right. And, yeah, you just need a little bit more time to get yourself some perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it.
Oh, I need to check us into our flight.
Wait, what's your airline?
We are Southwest.
Southwest, okay. Did you two make any New Year's resolutions this year?
Just to exercise every day.
Oh, that's good.
I'm up to day 19, so.
Okay, so far so good. Good for
You
you.
know. It doesn't have to be like, 5-mile run.
Yeah, do
Just
something.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super lucky. I have a basement that I turned into a gym.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I've got like a weight set, sauna, bike.
Oh wow, the sauna's
yeah.
really nice.
And that, honestly, the sauna is if I can't do anything, I'm at least doing 30 minutes in the sauna no matter
That's
what.
great.
Yeah, and then a nice cold shower to finish it off. Which is
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
it's pretty
So I feel like you're set up for that.
Yeah.
Is that was that is one of your New Year's resolutions also around that, or was that years ago when you decided to set up the gym?
It was, yeah. I've always been like into weightlifting and working out, and then I just having it at home kind of made me able to stick to it more.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it just worked up with it. Obviously, again, moving from California to here, a lot of seasonal depression I had to get over,
Yeah.
and it just became a thing of like, these are the things I got to do to like get my head accurate enough to like wake up and be a person.
Sure.
Yeah, and so then it was like, it's not even so much as it's not even a resolution anymore. Now it's just like, that's where my shower is. I can't, that's just my what's it called? Structure to the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just routine. But it's good. I've added a little more cardio in the mornings than I was doing before, which is good. So I'm just trying to perk it up a little bit.
That's great.
What's your morning workout?
I don't necessarily have it committed to like a time of day, but it's either a set of things, but it's usually cardio. I also have a bike set up, and we're also lucky to have some weights down in our basement.
Nice.
So
Yeah, see, right? Just a little bit.
yeah, so I try to mix it up in part just to make sure that it doesn't get boring and I'm still motivated enough to do something.
Exactly. Yeah, it turns out we're monkeys. We gotta
Right.
we gotta do stuff
Yep.
every day. Get
Right.
too stagnant. Too stagnant.
Sitting's the new smoking, as they say.
Oh my gosh, that's what everybody says. It's like, listen, I quit smoking. Give me something.
Yeah. Let me at least sit.
Yeah, God, I can't even chill. But it's true because my back lets me know.
Yeah.
Not a fan of anything you do.
But you have your routine down to like times of day.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's literally, I wake up, as soon as I wake up, I go down to the gym, kiss the wife, and then go down. And then
Good
it's
for
like,
you.
yeah, and it's like, I have a little stretching, a little yoga, again, for the sitting stuff that my physical therapist was like, do these things every day. So I do that, I do the bike, I do that, and then I do sauna, and then cold shower.
Great.
And the cold shower is what got me to finally be able to like do the cold over here. That was actually the trick. That took 3 years of like every day I'd wake up, do a regular shower, and just turn a little cold, until I could just get in when it was freezing.
Wow.
And now I can go out in like boxers. And I
Wow.
literally this morning did that to get the yeah, I was like, whatever. And I can like tolerate it. But like my body didn't know how to shiver when I moved here.
Oh
And
gosh.
so it would get cold and it would just seize up and tense up, and then I like couldn't move and I couldn't breathe, and I had to like teach it how to shiver and tolerate cold.
Wow, that is hardcore.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was fun. But then you learn how great cold showers are in the morning, like how totally invigorating they feel,
Wow.
which was nice.
I feel like a hot shower is like the ultimate joy of life for me, so I can't even imagine
My
getting rid of
wife's
that.
the same way. Yeah, she's the same way. She's like, you get that cold water away from me. She cranks
Yeah.
it as hot as it goes.
Yep.
She's like, yeah. She's like, takes a bath in lava.
I respect it, the cold shower, and I understand it. It probably just gives you that excellent jolt.
Yes.
But I couldn't. I just. Yeah. Wow. That's a really
It's
amazing method.
it works, and it, like you said, it's a jolt, and on top of that, like when I turn the shower off and I close the door and I'm laughing so hard with like pure joy that like I can almost not breathe. I feel so happy and good. And my wife's like, that's the euphoria you get before your body shuts down. That's what
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was
Gotta be
like,
careful.
oh. But it isn't that, because it is. It's like if you get hypothermia, you like get really cold and sleepy, but there's this like mild euphoria in there. But it's just your body's like, all right, we got to fight this. It's the same endorphins you get after exercising, the same endorphins after like childbirth, all that stuff. It's just your body just goes like, here, let's feel good. You did a thing. There's a really funny comedian. I like Pete Holmes. He talks about. He says your brain is an a-hole. He's like, it has all the stuff in it that could make you happy 24/7. But it chooses to withhold it. So you say, listen, make me feel good. It says, no, I'm going to need you to go on a walk first, and then you get it. And he's like, no, just give me the stuff. And it won't do it. It's withholding.
That's great.